In today's video, we are making popcorn chicken. Popcorn chicken is very delicious, so stay tuned for this amazing recipe. If you are new, thanks for joining, and to my old golden members, I love you so much. First of all, we are using chicken breast. I've diced my chicken breast. It is dirty. I'll go ahead and wash it with lemon juice to remove all the sliminess and off scent in the chicken. So in this scene, my chicken is totally washed. It is clean and very pleasant to the eye. And for my ingredients, I have 1 tablespoon of milk powder, 1 teaspoon of chili sauce, and 1 teaspoon of garlic paste. I also will use 1 teaspoon of soya sauce. And for the powdered ingredient, 1 tablespoon of powdered pepper, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 tablespoon of chicken spice, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of rosemary crushed with aniseed, and in the middle we have a 1/4 teaspoon of curry powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. So basically this is the ingredients I'm going to use to marinate my chicken. So first of all, I'll combine all the wet ingredients, which is the green chili sauce, the garlic paste, the soya sauce, and I'll also be using vinegar. That's a little drops of vinegar. And guys, the secret ingredient for my recipe is the green chili sauce. The green chili sauce makes it extremely flavorful. So if you have some in the fridge, do not hesitate to add. After adding all the wet ingredients, I proceed to just drop in the dry ingredients. Look at how colorful it is, and then I gave it a thorough mix. So after mixing my marinade, I proceed to add my diced chicken into my marinade. Incorporate the marinade all over the chicken so that I can coat the chicken very well. When some parts are not coated with the marinade, it may not have taste. I do that beautifully and then cover it with my cling film. Place it in the fridge for 24 hours. But if you do not have enough time on your side, you can limit it to 4 hours. 4 hours is going to do the job perfectly. It is the following day and I'm coming to work on my flour ingredient. I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And for my spices, that's the dry ingredient, I have 1 tablespoon of powdered chili, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of black pepper and aniseed, a 1/4 teaspoon of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of chicken spice, and 2 tablespoons of milk powder, and then 1 tablespoon of powdered chili. This is just what I'm going to add. And guys, I also added salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. So I add all my ingredients to the flour, add my salt, and then begin to stir to allow all this goodness incorporate well. And the reason why we need to stir it very well is they can set at one side. I tasted and I realized it was enough. So it's the following day, and as you can see, the chicken is well marinated. So I proceed to crack 1 egg onto my chicken so that I can incorporate it very well, so that when I am coating it with flour, the binding process will be very easy. So after mixing everything, I proceed to dip it in my flour. And for the first coat, I basically cover the chicken with flour. After I've covered the chicken with flour, I just remove it, shake off the excess, dip it in my chilled water, and immediately I put it in my chilled water, it starts to bubble. I do all for the 5 pieces of chicken that has been coated. After that, I removed all of them into the flour. Even though I'm setting it aside on a plate, I will later pour everything into the flour for the second coat. And guys, the second coat is the key for a crispy and a flaky crust. So after I had dipped everything into the flour, I put the flour on the chicken and just massage the flour in the chicken. As I said in my KFC video, the flour should be a barrier between your palm and your chicken so that the flour can incorporate well into the chicken. And as you can see on the screen, it is very flaky. flour has incorporated very well. So after doing that, I proceed to lit my fire and put my oils on fire. And for this recipe, we do not allow the oil to become very hot because it can easily burn. So after my oil is hot, I start to dip the chicken inside the oil. After a little while, I stir with my chopstick so that every part will be incorporated well into the oil. I do not want one part golden brown and another part slightly brown. I want a uniform crust. So basically that is what I'm doing. A very simple and easy method. This method is not time consuming at all, and you can decide to coat all the chicken down before frying. I do it in batches. So this is the first batch, I'll do the second batch, the third batch, and I'm done. So as you can see, this point the chicken is extremely crispy and it's ready for consumption. Look at how excellent this came out. Very chewy, crispy outside and juicy inside. So that is the simple way of making your KFC popcorn chicken. If you've not tried this recipe before, do well to try this recipe. You would fall in love. It is very flavorful and very crispy. Especially give it to your kids. If you have children, they will love it. Enough of the sugary ice cream. So that is it for today's video. Remember not to depend on your own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and He will show you the right path to take. Don't forget to like this video, share to friends and family, comment down below and subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time, stay blessed.